What is brain performance education? This is the missing skill nobody ever taught you. Yeah. Imagine owning the most powerful computer ever created. A machine capable of learning thousands of new skills, solving complex problems, creating beautiful works of art, remembering a lifetime of experiences, and even changing itself throughout your entire life. Now, imagine that someone handed you this incredible machine without an instruction manual. That's exactly how most of us live. We spend years learning mathematics, history, science, languages, and technology. But almost nobody teaches us how to use the very organ that makes all learning possible, our brain. What if the biggest limitation in your life isn't your intelligence, but simply that no one ever taught you how your brain actually works? Welcome to Brain Performance Education. Hello, everyone. I'm Stevie Langkong. Welcome to the Brain Performance Education channel. Our mission is simple: to help people around the world understand how the brain learns, adapts, performs, and grows using insights from neuroscience, movement, learning science, healthy habits, and practical daily exercises. This channel is not about becoming a genius overnight, no. It is not about magic tricks, no. It is not about quick hacks, no. Instead, it's about understanding one incredible truth: your brain is trainable. Yeah. Just like your muscle becomes stronger through consistent exercise, your brain becomes more efficient through the right experiences, movement, habits, and challenges. And that's exactly what we are going to explore together in this series. So, what exactly is brain performance education? Let's begin with a simple idea. Think about athletes. Professional athletes don't only learn the rules of their sport, no. They train their bodies. They improve their endurance. They strengthen their muscle. They increase coordination. They develop faster reaction times. They practice until excellent performance becomes natural. Now, think about your brain. Most schools teach students what to think. Very few teach students how to help their brains learn more effectively. Most workplaces expect employees to stay focused for hours. Few organizations teach people how attention works, why mental fatigue develops, or how simply lifestyle habits influence productivity. Parents want their children to succeed, yes? Yet, many have never learned how movement, sleep, nutrition, emotional regulation, and stress affect the developing brain. So, the brain performance education fills this gap. It is the study and practice of helping the brain perform at its best, not by pushing harder, but by working smarter with the way the brain naturally functions. Brain performance education brings together knowledge from several important fields: neuroscience, which helps us understand how the brain works; learning science, which explores how people learn most effectively; psychology, which helps explain behavior, motivation, and emotion; physical movement, because the brain and body constantly influence one another. Hmm? Lifestyle medicine include including sleep, yeah, nutrition, hydration, and stress management. Yeah, and sixth is performance coaching, which focuses on helping individuals achieve their highest potential. Instead of treating the as separate topics, brain performance education connects them into one practical system. Because in real life, your brain does not separate learning from movement. It doesn't separate emotion from memory. It doesn't separate sleep from creativity. Everything is connected. And when we understand those connections, we can begin make better decisions every day. Not only for students, not only for professionals, but for anyone who wants to think more clearly, learn more efficiently, stay mentally healthy, and perform at their highest potential. Here's something fascinating. Your brain represents only about 2% of your body weight, yet it consumes roughly 20% of your body's energy while you are awake. That tells us something important. Your brain is constantly working. Yep. Every conversation you have, every decision you make, every new skill you practice, every memory you create, your brain is adapting. The question is not whether your brain is changing. The question is it changing in a direction that helps you become the person you want to be? That is the heart of brain performance education. So, the next part is your brain is built to change, understanding neuroplasticity. Okay? So, this is the next part in episode 1. Okay. So, what is the brain's performance education? So, now, here's one of the most exciting existing discoveries in modern neuroscience. For a long time, scientists believed that once we became adults, our brain were mostly fixed. People often heard phrases like, "You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Your intelligence is set. Some people are simply born smart." Fortunately, the decades of neuroscience research have challenged those assumptions. Mhm. Your brain is far more adaptable than many people realized. And that adaptability has a name: neuroplasticity. Yeah, the word plastic doesn't mean your brain is made of plastic. No. It comes from the Greek word plastikos, meaning to shape or to mold. Neuroplasticity simply means that your brain has the ability to reorganize itself by forming, strengthening, weakening, and refining connections between neurons throughout life. Every time you learn something new, every time you practice a skill, every time you solve a problem, every time you repeat a healthy habit, your brain is changing. Inside your brain are approximately 86 billion neurons. Hmm. Each neuron can communicate with thousands of other through tiny connection called synapse. Think of these connections like roads connecting cities. Some roads are small and rarely used. Others become busy highways because traffic travels through them every day. Your brain works in a similar way. The connections you use frequently become stronger and more efficient. Connections you rarely use may gradually weaken over time. This is one reason why regular practice matters. Whatever you are learning a language, improving your memory, mastering a musical instrument, or developing better emotional control, repetition helps reinforce the neural pathways involved. So, in simple terms, practice does not just make a perfect, practice helps your brain become more efficient. Fantastic, yeah? So, here is something remarkable. Your brain does not stop learning when you leave school. It learns every single day. It learns from your experiences. It learns from your environment. It learns from the people around you. It even learns from the habits you repeat without thinking. If every morning you immediately reach for your phone and spend 30 minutes scrolling through social media, your brain gradually becomes more accustomed to frequent novelty and rapid shifts in attention. On other hand, if you consistently spend a few minutes reading, reflecting, exercising, or practicing focused work, your brain adapts to those patterns as well. In other words, your daily habits are shaping your brain, whether you realize it or not. This is both exciting and empowering. It means that many of the small choices you make today can influence how your brain functions tomorrow. Now, let's connect this idea to something many people overlook: movement. Many people think movement only benefits the muscle, but the brain is deeply connected to your body's movement. When you move, your brain receives a rich stream of information from your muscle, your joints, eyes, inner ears, and sensory system. These signals help support balance, coordination, attention, spatial awareness, and motor learning. Physical activity is also associated with improved blood flow to the brain and supports process involved in learning and memory. That's one reason why many educators, coaches, and health professionals encourage regular movement as part of a healthy lifestyle. Brain performance education recognizes that learning is not only a mental activity, learning is also a physical experience. The brain and body work together as one integrated system. Ha. Take a moment to think about your own life. What skills have become easier over time? Driving cars, typing on a keyboard, speaking another language, playing an instrument? At first, each of those activities probably required innermost concentration. Today, many of them happen almost automatically. Why? Because your brain adapted through repetition. It built stronger and more efficient neural networks. That is neuroplasticity in action. not a magic, not luck, a remarkable capacity of human brain. Okay? If the brain is constantly changing, then the next logical question becomes, can we intentionally guide those changes? Can specific movement, daily habits, focused practice, and learning strategies help support better attention, coordination, and overall brain performance? In the next part, we will explore the practical side of brain performance education. We will introduce simple brain gym inspired movements, discuss how they fit within a broader approach to the brain performance, and examine practical habits you can begin using in the everyday life. Because understanding the brain is valuable, but learning how to apply that knowledge is where meaningful change begins. Okay? So, we will um, go to the next part, the part 3 of episode 1. Okay? So far, we've learned two important ideas. First, your brain is not fixed. It is constantly adapting throughout your life. Second, every experience, every habit, and every challenge helps shape the neural network inside your brain. Now comes the most important question. If the brain is always changing, can we influence that change intentionally? The answer is yes. While we can't control every aspect of how the brain develops, we can create daily conditions that support learning, focus, memory, emotional regulation, and overall brain performance. That's where brain performance education becomes practical. Many people believe that improving the brain means finding one secret technique, one magic exercise, one miracle supplement, one productivity hack. But peak performance rarely rely on just one thing. Think about Olympic athletes. They don't become champions by practicing only one movement. Yes? They combine strength training, recovery, nutrition, sleep, mental coaching, skill practice, and consistent repetition. Your brain deserves the same comprehensive approach. Brain performance education is not about chasing shortcuts. No. It's about building a lifestyle that allows your brain to perform closer to its full potential. Instead of asking, what is the fastest way to improve my brain? Ask a better question. What daily habits help my brain perform better over time? Small improvements, repeated consistently, often produce meaningful long term results. So, at Brain Performance Education, I like to think of brain development as being supported by five essential pillars. Let's explore each one. Pillar number one, move your body. Okay? Movement Movement stimulates multiple brain systems at the same time. Walking, stretching, balance exercises, cross body coordination. Even a few minutes of intentional movement can help prepare your body for learning and focused work. Your brain evolved together with movement. It was never designed to sit still all day. Pillar, pillar number two, challenge your mind. Your brain grows when it is challenged. Learn a new language, read unfamiliar topics, practice problem solving, play strategy games, learn a musical instrument, try something that feels slightly difficult. Growth often begins just outside your comfort zone.
If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Stevie Lenkong. I'm the founder of Brain Performance Education. This channel exists for one purpose: to make brain science practical. Every week, we will explore topics such as brain performance, neuroscience, neuroplasticity, brain gene, learning science, memory, focus, healthy habits, peak performance, leadership, creativity, public speaking, lifelong learning. My goal is not simply to share information. My goal is to help you apply it in your everyday life. Knowledge becomes valuable when it changes the way we think, we learn, we work, and we live. If even one idea from this series helps you become a more focused student, a more effective professional, a more confident speaker, a healthier parent, or a lifelong learner, then this channel has fulfilled its purpose. Before our next episode, I would like to invite you to join the 7-day Brain Performance Challenge. For the next 7 days, spend just 10 intentional minutes each day investing in your brain. Here is your simple daily routine: 2 minutes of gentle movement, 5 minutes learning something new, 1 minute of deep breathing, 1 minute writing down one thing you learned, 1 minute expressing gratitude. That's just 10 minutes. Not because 10 minutes will transform your life overnight, but because consistent daily habits create momentum. And momentum creates lasting change. If you enjoy today's lesson, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and to turn on notifications so you won't miss the next episode. I'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment before answering this question. What is one habit you'd like to build to improve your brain performance? I'll be reading your comments, and I look forward to learning with you. Remember, your brain is your greatest lifelong asset. Take care of it, challenge it, keep learning, and never stop growing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.